Good evening and welcome to the midweek edition of the NBC Current Affair. I'm Jerry Tavem. Coming up tonight, we will look at the efforts of relevant stakeholders in the country to implement the Coral Restoration Program. Also, a story on the increase in drug and firearm trafficking, domestic terrorism, and tribal fights, among other social issues that are threatening the country's national security. And we have a report on the Peace and Reconciliation Program of the Governor for Central Province, Rufina Peter. First up tonight, 1/3 of the reef building coral species in the Pacific Ocean has been threatened with extinction. To save these endangered coral species, a number of Pacific Island countries, including Papua New Guinea, have implemented coral restoration projects. In an interview with NBC Current Affair, a marine biologist and a lecturer at the PNG University of Natural Resources and Environment, Emma Olivia, said it's important for PNG to implement coral restoration projects in identified coastal provinces who suffered from coral bleaching or coral whitening. This is because the impacts could be severe on the marine habitats and the coastal people whose livelihood depends on the ocean. Ms. Olivier is currently leading the coral restoration projects in 3 provinces in the country. Stella Martin with this story.
Located in the Coral Triangle, or the region recognized for its unparalleled coral reef biodiversity, Papua New Guinea is among the 6 countries that house half of the world's coral reefs. With more than 600 islands, coral reefs and lagoon system provides majority of Papua New Guineans living along the coastline with food, income, protection against storms and erosion, as well as part of their cultural identity. The coral reefs for centuries have enjoyed a healthy marine environment. However, due to population boom, increased activities on the ocean, climate change and ocean acidification as a result of carbon dioxide emission caused by human activities have increasingly threatened the existence of coral reefs. Marine biologist Emma Olivia, who's part of the PNG delegates to First Pacific Islands Conference on Ocean Science and Ocean Management in Nadi, Fiji, said Papua New Guinea has been identified as one of the countries in the Pacific that's been affected with coral bleaching.
PNG being one of the countries affected by the coral bleaching. Coral bleaching is basically the whitening of the coral acropora species, and the acropora species are endangered species in our reefs. And with knowing that, we have to take action. So being part of this training is to go back and take action on how we can better work with the community, work with our government, provincial governments, work with institutions in order to do studies and embark on this program of coral restoration.
Ms. Olivia was part of the coral adaptation and climate resilient training in Fiji for impacted Pacific Island countries. The training, led by Dr. Austin Boston from the University of South Pacific, has helped the participants identify corals in the hot pocket areas, which have survived the coral bleaching and became supercorals. Upon returning, Ms. Olivier and others who've attended the training implemented coral restoration projects in 3 provinces, including New Ireland, East New Britain, and Central Province, to save endangered coral species.
So it's basically restoring our corals, identifying those corals in the hot pocket areas which have survived the coral bleaching, and they've become super corals. So we get them and then we go and marry them and put them in gene banks where we grow them in the nursery. So it's kind of an experiment. It's not something we are certain of. It's something we're experimenting and trying to find out on a bigger scale. So it's a project carried Pacific-wide. And we're still implementing in East New Britain, where I'm implementing the project. I'll be going back for implementation. So we've been doing scoping for sites. We've been diving, using data loggers to check the temperatures, if it's right for us to set up our coral nurseries.
Although bleaching of corals is beyond repair, the coral restoration project can only minimize the impacts.
Coral bleaching is something out of our control. It's to do with nature. So it's part of climate change. But this training or this program that we're embarking on, it's a step towards identifying, or like I mentioned, it's an experiment. So we cannot, it's something out of our control. We cannot address it right there and then. It's something that needs a lot of collaboration, a lot of work, a lot of research, a lot of working with other researchers, stakeholders in Papua New Guinea, everybody putting in their hand in trying to minimize the impacts. We can only minimize the impacts, but we cannot address it.
Restoration of coral reefs from extinction is significant to both marine and human lives. A research by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration indicates that about 25% of ocean's fish, as well as other organisms, depend on healthy coral reefs for food, shelter, and to reproduce. Ms. Olivier reiterated that coral reefs are basically the livelihood of people living along the coastal area.
It's where we get all our food from, especially coming from a coastal, being a coastal girl or coming from a coastal maritime province and having lived in the village, you see that all your life is dependent, all your food is dependent on the reef. So having to be part of this project to protect it is really vital in especially engaging all the communities involved, because this conference has emphasized more on community collaboration, working with and alongside our communities in order to identify and have that value. Because you may say, I'm blame me, and I'm happy we will protect it. So that's one of the important key takeaways from this whole training and this whole program.
The journey towards coral restoration requires collaboration and support from all stakeholders and especially communities where the projects are being implemented. Ms. Olivier said they've done consultation, awareness and training in the communities to establish an understanding, but more work needs to be done to restore the corals.
Before you actually start a project, it's very, very important to have community consultations, get the community involved to a certain understanding. We're all on that same page. So before we actually implement this, we've been carrying out since last year community awareness, community consultations. We need a lot of people's voices in this project. It's not something you just go and start. We need to involve everything, get the youth involved, have an understanding, create awareness programs. So we've been creating a lot of awareness in the communities, plenty training, asking to like the communities, they have questions regarding this program. It's something new going into, but it's not something new. It's something been done, and we destroyed it ourselves, and now we're trying to rebuild it. So it's having an understanding with the community, and all of us work together in order to restore our own reefs.
The Current Affair of NBC Television.